Hello, this is Kurt Brown, also known as Saint Rambone, former federal bank examiner at the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, Roseville, California, 1999 year of banking deregulation. I like to put little posts here on YouTube and every now and then as my memory returns from being stunned and then forced injections. Kenny Dahl had put me over there on the CEO chair. And we were stunned, and there were other bank examiners at the table. One gave me a very good clue later on as what happened. My friend Joe the veteran, not me. I'm just the neckbone Joe Neckbone. Oh, boss, Mr. Justice set me up there to be eaten upon or to recognize this thing. So here I am. Kurt Brown, also known as Joe Neckbone, from where I've also. Anyway, we were stunned and we were released into the main offices. I believe we were stunned again and I was injected. I remember when I was sitting there, the men were talking and one of them said, "Don't call it Excedrin, call it oil." And they said, "Give him some, he needs some oil." And then somebody else said they need some oil over there. I mean, they were having sedatus, we were being kept longer than expected. And then I also remember, I woke up a little bit, somebody was turning on actually a computer to make a sound of a car changing lug nuts. Lug nuts, and you were some stupid people. Then again, maybe we're the stupid ones. Capitalism has been built upon the dead of many generations. Capitalism, pure capitalism, the form of war, winner take all. That's what they're giving us in California, in the Southeast, everywhere. They give us piecemeal. Probably get the same in Russia, right? So, he said whenever they were injecting me, I was semi-conscious or becoming conscious. I heard others there. One man told another man who was abducting us, do not call it Excedrin, call it oil. And then they had that stupid little recording that woke me up, which they immediately made them turn it off. My memory is returning on things slowly over time. I only wish I'd have woke up when my father told me to go see my little brother Kurt, the musician I heard on the radio in Mobile in 1987. That was the year he was killed, my father Bruce. And he told me that he heard my brother Kurt on the radio, and I said it wasn't. So you're kidding? And he said, let's go to Seattle, I'll show you. So I said, oh, you've got to be joking with me. I should have known. Actually, I forgot it not long after. At the time, I thought he may be just a one-hit wonder. That was 1987. That was before he got pushed up to the top, and that was before my mother and I got robbed. Now I'm wondering, after 3 conflicts involving stunning equipment and several strokes, at least 1 to more strokes, if it is possible to not only erase memory with injections, but somehow to change the appearance of those people in front of you, such as a matter of suggestion and a touching of photographic memory and the opening of new doors in medicine, weaponry, and such at the higher levels. I would just prefer to move into space and deal with all these Mexicans around here, give them a job, including those gringos sitting over there sucking down misery and pain. Let them fly the hell out of here. This is Kurt Brown, also known as Saint Rambone, former FDIC bank examiner, 1999. And because John Ray Sexton, former FDIC regional director in the year 1991, was murdered in alleged suicide, alleged with his own gun, and because one of his descendants has contacted me, I would like to have that case revisited as well. He was a murderer, John Ray Sexton, FDIC regional director, 1991. You have to remember, in 1992, the FDIC Improvement Act. Nothing quite like that early resolution clause and running with the money. So as we travel the world today, and I started to come up with a new song for my brother. I like my little brother Kurt Cobain. My father wanted me not to, go into finance or the military. Went in the military, stupid, suicidal move. Do not ever drink. Then I went into finance by being pushed by a veteran of the Vietnam War who wanted me to go into accounting. I wanted to be a social worker, baby. Nope. Wanted to play a guitar. Nope. None of that. Wouldn't pay for a guitar class, but one. And I picked it up from the wrong side. My little brother played from the left, I played from the right. I'm still alive, he's dead. He had much more money than I'll ever see, but I've lived over twice his life. I guess you could say I lived. I just came out of a stroke. So if you subtract 32 from my age, let me see here. Maybe this would explain my death. I expect I'll be dead in a few years. Not a pretty scene if I equal him in the amount of consciousness time. I want $5 million from the FDIC in back pay. Back to November 12th, 1999, the first day of the Financial Services Modernization Act of 1999, the day of enactment. I want $5 million. That'd be $300,000 a year for 16 years unemployment, where they terminated me from the FDIC San Francisco. So there you have it. Can you do the math? 16 years times $300,000 equals $4.8 million. Ooh, doggy. 480. Man. $4.8 million. $4,800,000. There you go. And think about it, man. The higher level accountants get mighty shaky after getting thumped in the head a few times. Oh yeah, the song, the lyrics for my brother, I forgot. Part of having had a stroke and being stunned. Let's see here. How does that go? Oh yeah. How can you have... No. How can you have... Let me see here. I got to think about this. I put this up in a news group, alt.california, Google groups. You'll see it there. I put the lyric up in several postings about the Roseville FDIC. If you do a search on Google for Google Groups, alt.california, St. Rambone, Kurt Brown, you'll see me there, I bet you. Anyway, now back to the lyrics again. How can you have your Excedrin if you don't shoot your Earl? How can you have the Excedrin if you don't shoot your Earl? How can you have your peoples if you don't eat your meat? How can you have your peoples if you don't eat your meat? Oh, man, I wish I'd met your little brother. I saw Kurt Cobain's grandfather in tears. I think if I was that kid's grandfather, whether he was my blood or not, I'd still love him, you know? I once knew a man who had himself fixed, and his wife had like 8 kids. He loved every one of those kids. Every one of them was more beautiful than him, except for his daughters. They were more beautiful than any of them. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about all those things that really matter. What's material in life? A lot of people don't get on it, man. You can't mess with things that aren't material in life. So I'm going to count as credo. I wish someone told me that. What is material in your life? I'm not talking about dollar bills, always. Let me see here. Whip, kingdom come, kingdom come. This is Kurt Brown, also known as St. Rambone, Mobile Audit Club. Saying you can't have your Earls unless you have your Excedrin. Or you can't have your Excedrin unless you shoot your Earl. How many places have been killed? How many sailors were killed in the Pacific Fleet in 1983? Have I been not completely goofy? My CPO went AWOL after 1 week out there on them military adventures. Russian psychops they had in the CIA fact book. They looked like they got kind of close to California. We weren't that far out, about 5 miles out. No, probably about 5 hours out, 500 miles out. Central California. Boom! Nuke me, baby. Nuke me, baby. You know, I want to rock you. I want to talk you. I'm thinking about buying a coffee house up in Aberdeen, maybe Alaska. Kurt Brown, St. Rambone, Mobile Audit Club.